Welcome to the Random Episode. This is the podcast where we watch a random episode of a TV show from a random series that neither of us have watched before. I'm Varun.
And I'm Christy.
And thank you, Lord Jesus, as always, for our amazing intro song. Now, this week, we are talking about The Lincoln Lawyer, Season 3, Episode 7, Relevance. I don't know. We'll dive into whatever that title means. But this one aired on Netflix, October 17th, 2024. And this is one of those Netflix shows. I think Netflix do it with most of their shows, where they just drop the whole season.
Yeah, either that or they'll drop half at a time or something.
Right, yeah. Because this one looked like, according to IMDb, they all dropped, all 10
that makes sense.
Episodes of the season dropped on October 17th. And the episode summary from IMDb goes, "A brutal day in court throws Mickey off his game. Lorna's new case sends her racing through the courthouse. Andrea confides in the wrong person." Now, Christy, what did you know about the show before watching it?
I'm pretty sure this is a show that my parents have been like, you should watch this, because I don't know, like retired people have nothing to do, so they just like watch every show on Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah. And then they recommend all these shows that I should watch on Netflix, and I'm like, I have a job and children. I don't have time for that. But I'm pretty sure this is one of those that my parents have been like, you should watch it. It's so good. I think that's really all I had heard about it. And I see it on my Netflix, obviously, because it's a Netflix show. I think that's it. I insinuated that it's about a lawyer.
Yes.
And being in a law firm, maybe, but that's kind of the extent. I don't know. What about you?
It's pretty much the same thing. Netflix pushing this on me, and this was not one of the shows that my father-in-law, he's the one who's semi-retired, and he just binge watches shows all the time and recommends to me.
That's what they do.
But this was not one of them. I'm surprised. Okay,
interesting.
This was not one of them. Maybe I'll ask him, see.
He probably does watch it.
Yeah. But and then, of course, there's the Matthew McConaughey movie, which I have not seen.
Had you heard of that?
I had heard of it. I can imagine the cover of the poster of like Matthew McConaughey sitting on like, is it a Lincoln car? Like, I don't understand where the Lincoln part of this all comes into play.
Okay, I'm so glad you said that. I did not even realize this was a movie, but then, so I was watching this and my husband came in and was like, what show? And he was like, oh, you mean the movie with Matthew McConaughey? And I was like, no, what? And then it kind of rung a bell a little bit that there was a movie called that. And then I was like, that sounds really coincidental that there's like a movie and a show with the same name. And he's like, I think they're the same.
I think they're the same. I think this is the show adaptation.
Yeah. So I did a little bit of Googling.
Okay, what you got?
But then did you know that there's also a book?
Well, and not until the end of the episode where it said.
So there's a book and then a movie based on the book and then a show based on the movie based on the book. So there's like 3 different versions of this exact same story out there.
Okay.
I don't know why we needed all the different versions of the exact same story, but here we are.
I don't know why either, but this one must be also successful.
I guess.
Because they are 3 seasons in, and at the end,
coming.
Exactly,
yeah.
Netflix said that 4th is coming.
Yeah.
So people are watching this.
Old retired people
retired
who have
people
nothing
are
else to
loving
do.
This.
They love this show.
Yeah.
But did you know why it's called The Lincoln Lawyer?
I do not know. No.
Okay. My husband and I were like, what is this about? Like, does he just really respect our 16th president? Like, who was also a lawyer?
Uh-huh.
Like, is that it? Does he like collect payment in $5 bills?
Okay.
Because he likes Lincoln so much.
Oh, I like these theories.
Lots of speculation. And most of our speculation was about the president, Lincoln. Apparently it's the car.
Oh, so it is the car.
It is the car. Yeah.
Okay.
So you remembering that movie poster, it is a Lincoln.
That's fascinating because the armored car that he drives or he's driven around in, that is also a Lincoln.
Yes. So I guess the premise per IMDb is he does his business from the backseat of his Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
That's why he's the Lincoln Lawyer. I don't know.
Okay. But he definitely has an office.
That
in
was
this
confusing.
show, this iteration.
Yeah, because we did see them in an office.
Yeah.
But maybe season 1, he only had his Lincoln car.
Okay.
Because this is season 3. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the book makes more sense. Maybe the movie makes more sense.
See, I wonder if there's multiple books and the show is staying true to the books, or
No, it's
this
just one
is
book.
just it's only one book.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I wonder.
And then maybe the show took like artistic license.
Exactly. So I'm wondering. There's one book, the movie's made off that one book, and then the show is now taking artistic
Yeah.
liberties, or
Yeah.
there's one book, movie made off that one book, and then they made more. They made sequels of the book, and then the show is picking up where that is.
I should have done more Googling.
We
I
did
don't
not do
know.
enough Googling.
But they clearly, I mean, they definitely made some changes, which we can get into. But like Matthew McConaughey is clearly white.
Yeah.
And the lead of this is Hispanic?
Something.
So yeah, he's not white. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're changing elements for the show.
Which I
appreciate.
I like.
Yeah.
I like.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my story of Googling this show.
So
there we go.
This is probably one of the most we've gone onto the background of.
It's an elaborate backstory.
Yes.
That's all we know.
But we've already gone through a lot of the theorizing of what's
what
going on in this show.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Let's get into these shows. So there were 3 main storylines here, really 2 and a quarter ish. So let's start out with our main character, Mickey.
Yeah.
Mickey Holler? Mickey
Holler?
Holler. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So Mickey Holler seems like he's the Lincoln Lawyer. And from our recap, which is a very long recap, which jam-packed a lot on there, there was something about a dead body, Mickey being served papers, and some guy named DeMarco, which we'll learn more about later. Mm-hmm. And then Mickey getting run off the road with someone else in the car. Yeah. And that person looked like they died.
Yep.
And yeah, it was very long.
It was a lot, and I guess it sets up why he has this new car and a driver. Maybe he's always had the driver. I don't know.
Maybe he's always had the driver, yeah.
But or maybe he got a new driver. Maybe it was the driver that died in the previous Leon.
Good question.
Oh
Because he definitely seemed to know Izzy, and Izzy definitely seemed to be an established character.
Yeah, but she was driving him, and she was like apprehensive, like I don't want to get in a car crash. Yeah. Like your last person, maybe. I don't know. I'm making that up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. But yes, Izzy is his driver / like assistant.
Yeah, something like that. Because she also knows the law. And she also knows, exactly.
Yeah, she was like sitting in court for them and stuff too.
Right, and we see later on that she went to someone's house. She came up with the idea of how to bug the person's house
she
they used later.
Kind of like a mastermind. Why is she just driving him? I don't like that.
I want to know. I want to know more about her character. Yeah, so where we pick off is now because someone's done an attempt on his life. Mm-hmm. He's now driving a like bulletproof or
and he has like security or something.
Yeah, his security is like motorcycle gang.
Yeah,
Hell's
but
Angels.
This is like, is his backstory like he does like shady stuff? Like I'm assuming he's not just like a standard corporate lawyer. Like he's clearly dealing with like gangs, drug dealers.
Yeah, so he's a defense lawyer, which seems like for
criminals.
Okay.
That's
my take.
That makes sense. So he like kind of has to be in with these people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we see him doing the work in the back of the Lincoln, being the Lincoln lawyering back there. And so we learn more about him. We learn he has a daughter, I guess.
Yeah, seemingly estranged.
Yeah, seemingly estranged.
She's like
daughter.
A teenager.
Yeah, and so his whole storyline is mainly focused on a courtroom case.
Yeah.
And he is, and maybe you can help me with this because I was so fucking lost. I was paying attention so much. Mm-hmm. I was taking so many notes, but I still don't get it. And maybe I'm just not good at courtroom shows.
Yeah.
But there's something about, so he's defending someone who's on trial for murdering
A
woman.
woman.
Okay.
Yep.
But it's connected to another trial or another case. Sorry.
Yeah.
And so Mickey's goal is to bring up this other case.
Yeah.
Pull in witnesses, which are going to get him to bring up this agent DeMarco, who's a corrupt agent.
Yeah.
And he wants to bring DeMarco up onto the stand because he thinks he did it.
I don't know if he thinks DeMarco did it, but I think he thinks DeMarco's involved.
Okay.
And like knows who did it.
Okay.
I don't know. I do feel like this taught me a lot about how lawyers work.
Really? Okay.
I'm just assuming this is all 100% accurate. But I don't know. I have watched other law shows. We watched Suits, but Suits was more about like litigation.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
That's
There wasn't
more
like courtroom
business law.
stuff.
Did they even go to the
I don't
courtroom?
even think
in
we
that one?
saw anybody in the courtroom in Suits.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like I've seen other lawyer shows. I just feel like the way they showed the trial felt like it was more realistic. And like the way they kept talking to the judge, like the judge had to be like, nope, we're not going to allow this. Or like, you can't get your witness on this list. Like, this is just how the process works. I feel like she was kind of explaining the process to me. The judge was. And I was like, thank you. Now I understand why this witness can't be here. But like, I think he's obviously trying to get his person off, like his guy. What do you call it? The defendant?
Yes.
Yeah, the defendant. He's trying to get him off. And I think he's trying to like leverage this court case to take down this like drug
this corrupt
thing.
Corrupt DEA agent DeMarco
Yeah.
and his corrupt cop friend or FBI.
Yeah.
I
mean, we don't know if like that's legit and if this DeMarco guy actually is involved or if he's just trying to use this case to get DeMarco on the stand to like admit something else. Unclear how this defendant is actually connected to all this.
Yeah, I feel like Mickey is really playing a really just terrible defense. Like,
well,
the strategy that like if I was this guy, his client, and he's using my case to pull in and gotcha moment this complete other guy, I would be pissed, dude. I'm like, you're fired. Give me someone else who just focused on finding the facts and making me innocent because I'm innocent. We're led to believe that he's innocent.
Yeah. No, I agree. Again, I don't know, like, is the defendant actually connected to any of this? Like, does he actually even, like, have a reason to, like, be bringing in DeMarco? I don't know. But it does seem like Mickey, this is, like, his personal vendetta to be like, I'm going to question this witness, and they're going to say this thing, and that's going to mean I can bring in this witness, and they say this thing, so I can bring in this witness, and that's going to get me to DeMarco. That's why it's called relevance, because he has to keep being like, this is relevant to the case. So he's trying to like lead all of the witnesses to show why DeMarco is relevant to the case. Because as I'm learning from watching the judge on this lawyer show, you can't just bring in any witness. I guess this makes sense, but I've never thought about it.
But why can't you bring in any witness?
They have to be relevant to the
about
case.
That too.
You can't just like put a rando up on the stand to just like say bullshit.
But why? As a lawyer, we need a lawyer. But as exactly, we need our lawyer friend on here. So as a lawyer, why would I want to bring on anyone who's not going to help my case? If I just bring on somebody that the jury's not going to be able to trust and not believe, that's just a waste of time. That's a waste of everyone's time. So I'm going to bring on people who. So if I'm going to make the choice to bring on someone who is a bad witness, why is it up to the judge or to the prosecutor to nix that person? If I'm shooting myself in the foot, then so be it.
Yeah, but like, can't the witness say things that could potentially sway the jury? Like, even if, I don't know. The jury's easily swayed.
I don't know either.
I've never been on a jury. Have you?
No, I've always wanted to be that.
I got jury duty summons last year, but they didn't need me. I didn't want to do it though. I like had something going on that I was like, I cannot do this.
Oh, really?
Oh, you know what it was? This is crazy. My first ever jury duty summons I got in the mail, and it was for like the day after the Eras tour in Miami. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I've never done jury duty, and they're trying to call me up when I'm in Miami for the Eras tour. Like, Not happening. So you can ask them for like delay.
They would
So-
allow the Eras tour as a delay excuse?
I
I
would
thought they would have
say
been like,
that.
hell no.
So you are allowed to do like one delay to be like, sorry, I can't do that day. But then their second time, you have to say like, fine, I'll do it.
Interesting. I didn't
But then so then they rescheduled me, and then they didn't need me for that rescheduled day.
Oh, okay.
Thank God. Yeah, I was like freaking out for a little while.
I'll
Like,
be freaking
are
out too.
you kidding me that like this once in a lifetime opportunity is on jury duty? Anyway, regardless, I've never served on a jury. I don't know how it works. Oh, but I did watch. You know that show? Is it called Jury Duty?
Yeah.
That
The one that was on
that like reality
yes,
show.
the
So
mockumentary.
I learned a lot about jury duty.
Oh
from
yeah,
that.
I love that. That
I
was
love that
so
show.
good. That
So
was
good.
really, really good. Yeah. I got called up. The only time I called up, I went there and I was in the room. They asked the questions.
Oh,
And then they filled up the jury box before they got to
Oh.
me. So
well, you were close.
I was close. I really want to serve. And this was a good one. It was like a trial about a guy caught selling weed or
Oh.
selling drugs, something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I do feel like the jury, even though the judge will be like, jury, disregard what they just said, like they still can be swayed by people just like ranting off bullshit.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, regardless, there are rules and procedures to the courtroom, which I'm learning from this show.
Apparently,
You can't just bring in whoever you want. It has to be relevant to the case.
Makes
Well,
no
and that's
sense.
like their whole thing when they're like, objection, like this isn't relevant.
Yeah, I get that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, the moral of the story is Mickey's doing a terrible job this episode.
He's doing terrible, and he's so
Well,
confident.
he's very confident.
And I bet I
He's
think
probably successful usually, right?
exactly. I'm gonna get the sense that he usually is. There's a reason why he's cocky because he's good at what he does. But this one blew up in his face
Yeah.
because
but his witnesses were really shitty.
they were terrible, dude.
Like you didn't think about how bad these people are?
Yeah, your first guy was kept going on tangents and again was introducing irrelevant stuff
Yeah.
to the case.
Yeah.
And then your second one, he was clearly coached
Yes.
by Mickey.
Yes.
He was some dumbass.
Like his dad was part of it or something, and like
Yeah, you didn't
I don't know.
think. And that's what also blows my mind. Is like
Yeah.
I feel like the part about being a lawyer and you're bringing your witnesses on is not only what are you going to ask them, but also guessing and knowing what your counter
Mhm.
lawyer, whatever you're. So in this case, the prosecutor,
Uh-huh.
what are they going to ask? So like, what weaknesses
Yeah.
does your witness have? And so it's pretty clear that this guy is junior and his dad is in jail.
Yes. With like DeMarco or not whoever. He's in jail with
Yeah,
some
with
like
someone.
one of the connected people.
I was so confused by that.
Like it's so obvious that this witness is set up.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, and then the woman who I guess was like an escort or something.
Right.
But to be fair, she was lying. It
She
sounds like.
did lie. Yes.
So she basically turned everything on Mickey
Yes.
and was like, you paid me to say this, like you're paying my rent to say this, which was a lie. But again, even if she's lying, the jury's like, oh shit.
But even that, I feel like perjury is a criminal offense, right? So like for her to, yes, I get it, to go and say, I never said that or I didn't know DeMarco, sure, that one lie works.
Yeah.
But then to go and claim that you paid my rent.
Yeah, that's like easily traceable.
Exactly.
That's-
he can bring the receipts to back that one up, okay?
Yeah, that is true. Like that's a bold-faced lie that can be found to
Right.
be a lie. And
You've-
you're saying that in court.
You've already flipped, say you don't know DeMarco,
Yeah.
go with that. No
And
need to
then
do all this
just
other
keep
shit.
saying like, I don't recall. I
Yeah.
don't recall. Like
Yeah.
that's all you have to say. But she's clearly been either threatened and or like paid by this DeMarco guy. So maybe she just like is so scared or I don't know. Whoever this DeMarco person is has a lot of power and influence and maybe has been killing people. I don't know.
That's what we
Well,
as
we
we found out
gather
later,
that,
I guess
yeah.
we gathered. So
Yeah.
DeMarco, being this ex-DEA agent,
Yeah.
is here to do some cover-ups for some shady shit I guess he's doing. And Mickey's out here just trying to blow up his spot when it comes down
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
So he had a shitty day, but he has a team.
Yes, he has his team.
He's a team. He's got Cisco,
Mm-hmm.
who is kind of I don't know if he's a
He's
techie
like the
guy.
tech person.
Yeah.
He sets up all the cameras and like,
I feel like
I
every
don't know, is that all he
law
does?
/ cop show needs a tech person.
but
and
Is
he's
this
their
a
tech person.
thing? Like, do law firms typically have somebody like doing surveillance on people?
Maybe.
Is that a real thing?
I'm curious about that.
Are you legally allowed to like surveil people that you are using as witnesses?
Well, we found
I
out
don't
they
know.
got permission to do this. But my wonder is like, what else does Cisco do? Like in this episode,
He literally just sets up cameras
is
and watches them.
exactly he's watching cameras all day
Yeah.
of a surveillance system that he got permission from the homeowner to install. But
I guess that's his job.
after this, what does he do tomorrow?
He
Like,
surveils another person.
he needs permission to do that. Like, I'm curious. I'm just curious what he does. What else do you do,
What does he
Cisco?
do the rest of the time?
But
Well,
he's married.
he's married to
Lorna.
Lorna, the woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, which that's an odd pairing.
Very odd pairing,
They don't seem like they go together.
but it's fine.
Sure.
I would be curious to learn about their romantic.
Yeah, have they been together this whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How did
they
this
are an
bloom
intriguing
into this
couple.
marriage?
Yeah.
With the dog, who apparently is getting high.
Yeah.
So we got Cisco, who is watching security cameras,
Mm-hmm.
and that night after the shitty courtroom where it seems like everything's blown up in his face, they get pings, and sure enough, looks like DeMarco and his buddy, I forget his buddy's name.
Somebody.
Yeah. They are go to. This part also confused the
This is
fuck out of me too.
confusing.
Went to.
This is a long story.
Yeah, they.
They
And
broke
they-
into somebody's house.
Yeah, it was so funny that they needed legal. This guy, this
Yeah.
old man, legal. He had to be there so that he could help be the voice of the
Narrate it.
audience. And like, but how did you do that? Oh, okay. So why? It's like to help connect all the dots for us because
Yes.
it makes no sense. It's so confusing.
It was such like a contrived final scene. Like it was just so literally like, and then what happened?
It was
Let's narrate them. Oh, and how did you know that? Oh, because of this. Oh, and what did you do next? Like it was like the dumbest, like most terribly acted scene I've ever seen in television. And I was still confused because I was like, this story is clearly spanning like seasons of content that
Right.
we've clearly missed. But like, do people who have been watching this show for 3 seasons even remember?
Were they getting this?
They're like, back then, like we had this one case and this one guy was involved and then a double homicide happened at this house and then this person like what?
I'm just imagining after that scene where they explain everything, I'm just imagining your dad jumping up and down going, "Oh shit, he got you."
I know. He probably was. My dad was very into this, for sure. I don't know. Regardless, like, I guess they have DeMarco on camera breaking into somebody's house and maybe he was planting
cocaine.
drugs to get the person who owns that house in trouble for some reason. I don't know why.
It
was very
the
unclear.
connection to this rando who owned the house because they were afraid that he knew something
I have no
about
idea.
a case from 10 years
About the
ago.
double homicide from 10 years ago.
Yeah, so like
It's
so
very
that's what
confusing.
it was. But they got him.
And then because they have this footage, now they can call him as a witness for a completely unrelated case. Is that
Good
why they're
point.
happy?
I don't know. I didn't even think about that part. Like, so what? Hey,
What
how
are they
could they
doing with
use
this
this in this
footage?
case?
I literally have no idea, but they're really excited about it. And they're like, we got this. Like, it's over.
Because really, what you
We're
need to
good.
do is give this to the cops, arrest him, and then now pin this on him.
Maybe
Like,
that's their
a
plan.
whole new
I don't know.
case?
It was super unclear. I don't know. And then at the end of the day, though, Legal, the old guy, is like, you're really going to use this? Like, you know what he's capable of. And so now we're like, oh, shit, we're not even going to use this? I don't know.
I liked that scene because everyone else in that room is like on a high,
Yeah.
we fucking got him, we got him. And
Yeah.
Legal's like, nope, I'm out. You
Yeah.
are fucking with the wrong people. I'm not going to die over this shit. And you are sloppy.
Yeah.
You are not, you need to be careful, but you are not a careful person. So you need to be careful how you deal with this because this person, DeMarco, is clearly is killing people.
I think he's the one who tried to kill them in the car accident.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's good for the show to be like, okay, it's not over. Because you're like, oh my God, it's over. Like, we got DeMarco. And then you realize, like, oh shit, maybe this is like way more nuanced than that.
Right.
So it's like good for storyline purposes.
Yeah.
I don't know, just still confusing. I really hope that people who watched all 3 seasons know what's going on. And it's not just like a terribly written storyline. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure the through line of this definitely connects. But it was clear to me, again, I didn't know what to expect going into this. This is going to be one of those shows which, has a solid through line from every season.
Yeah.
Or it's one of those shows where like every episode is a completely new story.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah.
it was good to know.
We need backstory to understand it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So that is Mickey. So Mickey's that's where we leave him, and he's gonna figure out what to do next.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's it. We didn't mention the actor who plays Legal is Elliot Gould.
Oh yeah.
From
From Ocean's 11.
And Ocean's 11.
Yes.
He looks really old.
Really? I thought he was looking good for his age.
But I guess because I rewatched like Friends when he was like 20, 30 years younger. And I'm like, oh, this is the same guy.
Mr.
Anyway,
Geller.
yeah. So that was an interesting little cameo, I guess.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else to the storyline?
No, I really want to talk about Lorna.
Let's go over to Lorna. Lorna is kind of our comic relief.
Sure.
It seems like her B story. So it seems as if she just got her passed the bar exam.
Mm-hmm.
So
but
good for
she's
her.
like older.
Yes.
I'm gathering she's like our age.
If
at
not,
least.
Yeah, at least our age.
Or older maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's become a lawyer later in life, and that's definitely weighing on her. First off, let's talk about Lorna.
Okay.
She's a random episode alum. Do you remember what other show she was in?
I looked this up and I saw, now I can't remember. What is it?
She was in Ugly Betty.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember looking at her IMDb and I was like, oh yeah, we would have seen her before. Okay. Yes.
And when we watched Ugly Betty, I brought up how she was also in How I Met Your Mother.
Okay. Yes.
But
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, always love seeing our old friends. So so she just got her. Now she's happy. She's taking on new cases, and Mickey knows who he's given her the first case, but she doesn't know until she shows up. She's ready to go, looking fly for her first day on the job.
Mm-hmm.
She walks into jail and sees that her first case, her first defendant client is some guy named Sam something.
Sam Scales.
Sam Scales.
She fully knows him, but he uses
him.
different names for like all of his crimes.
Yes.
So she didn't realize it was going to be him. Let's talk about Lorna for a second. I wrote down she's giving Elle Woods.
Okay.
From Legally Blonde.
Okay.
Like it just feels like her whole thing is like she's looking the part, like she's dressed to be a lawyer. I don't know. She just seems very focused on her fashion to be her lawyer fashion.
Which I liked.
Yeah, which I appreciate. And we'll talk more as we get into the importance of fashion to her storyline.
It plays a huge part.
But from the get, I was like, she is giving out, like she's blonde.
So you think that
she's giving Elle Woods?
Do you think the director was like, I want you to be Elle Woods,
yes,
but 20 years older?
I believe that is what she was playing. Okay. Is like a 40-year-old Elle Woods.
And I say this because I think I've seen Legally Blonde once, and that was years ago. So apologies.
Possibly one of my favorite movies of all time. I could probably do the movie right here, right now. I have it memorized.
So, folks, for the rest of this episode,
sun's up. That's the opening sequence for those of you who don't know. Anyway, she is giving Elle Woods for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. And but she does a great job. This actor, loved her.
Yeah, she's cute. She's good.
And so I guess Sam is just known for stealing money. He owes a lot of money to this law firm and his latest scheme, which landed him in jail. Which he's also confessing to the crime in a jail cell. So I don't know how jail works, but is that where you're supposed to be telling the details, the truth? Aren't you supposed to be like, can't the cops be like listening in?
I had that question too. So yeah, they're meeting in one of those like lawyer rooms in the jail cell. And yes, he's just telling all the details. Maybe it's actually a confidential room because like they do have the right to talk to a lawyer.
Right.
But I made the assumption that it's not private.
I would assume too it's not private.
But it must have been because, yes, he confessed everything and nobody was like, busted. We heard your confession. I don't know. Anybody who's been to jail, leave us a comment. Is it really private when you meet with your lawyer in the jail rooms?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Our lawyers, our cops out there who are listening, please email us.
I mean, there has to be a space for a confidential meeting with your lawyer.
I guess that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
It feels like legal.
Yeah, so apparently he
He's a con man.
Scam. Yeah, he has a whole scam of raising money for people on strike, and he raised a shit ton of money.
$300K or something.
He raised $300,000, only gave $100,000, and kept pocketed $200,000. When I heard those numbers, I was like, "Holy shit! Like this is like big time." This isn't like it was like $10,000, $20,000 that he pocketed. Okay, sure, that's believable. But for one dude to get $200,000,
that's a massive fundraising effort.
Yes.
I don't know if I believe that.
I do not believe that by one person.
But that's like a really genius scam. But my question about
You're inspired?
No. My question about scams like this is, how do they catch you? Like, who knows? Like, right, like if you're just using like a GoFundMe or something, like who's keeping track of you?
Yeah, how did he raise this money?
Right. Like if he's just using like online fundraisers, my assumption is like it's a GoFundMe.
That's all tracked. Yes, that's all tracked. That's easily.
Yeah, I guess that's tracked.
But if he's just going around to people, knocking on doors, making calls,
people don't have
how the hell do
cash.
he wouldn't be able to raise $300,000?
No, so it's got to be like a GoFundMe. So it's all, there's a record of all of that.
Yes.
So like, of course you're going to get caught.
I have questions about the scheme.
I do. Well, clearly he got caught.
Good. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if it's working. And this is like the 10th time he's gotten caught.
Yes.
Like it just seems like he keeps doing this and keeps getting caught.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He's not good at it.
Right.
But luckily he's got a good lawyer.
He's got a good lawyer. But noteworthy though is that they don't highlight it at first, but we see that he is in a wheelchair.
Yes.
So that comes to play later. And so then the day, also timeline here.
I think it's all one day.
This is all one day?
It feels like it. Yes.
A lot happened.
A lot happens in one day. Yes, because the morning he's in his Lincoln, what's his face, Mickey, and he's like, Lorna, you got to do this case for me. I'm going to the courtroom. We're all meeting in court. He's in one courtroom. She's in another courtroom. They're all in the same court building that is like 20 stories in LA.
You're right.
It's all happening at once.
You're right. Yeah. All on the same day.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So after meeting Sam in the morning, she then goes to the courthouse. And she's also just like a shitty lawyer.
She is bad
too.
lawyer.
Like this is bad stuff because her plan is to have Izzy.
Oh yeah.
Go to because this is like the what's the room that Sam's in for? It's like the booking in, or it's like
I don't remember.
It's the one where like they just churn through the public,
yeah,
defending cases, things like that, right? And so he's going to that one. So there's a huge queue of people. So she tells that Izzy, let me know. Yeah. But then she
really wants to go to the courtroom that Mickey's in.
Yeah, and I don't get that.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds dumb. Like
just
this is your first case and you are blowing off your first case to like go watch Mickey.
Right.
It was weird. Anyway, the big thing is that this courthouse only has one working elevator right now.
Right.
And apparently this must be like a runner. Like the elevators are always broken. I don't know. I feel like people keep saying like, oh, of course the elevators are down. I don't know. But it's like in LA, it's like 20-story building. Yeah. So like there's one elevator working. So that's the whole thing is she ends up having to like run up and down the stairs.
Right.
We need to talk about this.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
We need to talk about how Lorna is in 4-inch heels.
Yes, she says
note of that. I'm in 4-inch heels, and she's like running up and down 10 flights of stairs in her 4-inch heels.
Yes.
I literally wrote multiple times, girl, how are you doing this? Also, why are you doing this?
My question was, why aren't you taking those heels off?
Thank you.
To go up and down these stairs. You don't have to wear those heels. They're gonna hold you back, slow you down.
Yeah.
Just take them off, run down the stairs, put them back on.
Like I understand that that's gross, but like this is not about hygiene right now. This is about like you need to be somewhere, and how are your feet surviving? Like, I just don't get it. And I am speaking as somebody who I used to wear heels every day in my job for like a long time. I was a heels wearer.
Good.
I
Wow.
am
So was I.
I am old. I am old enough now that I've moved past that phase in my life. And clearly Lorna is at least the same age as me or older. And sure, age is only a number, but like, we're too old for this.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't be wearing those 4-inch heels running around like that. It made me I was like in pain just watching.
You need to move on to orthotics like the rest of us.
No, seriously. I was watching this and I'm like, you know what I'm wearing to work today? Sneakers. You know what I'm wearing to work tomorrow? Sneakers. I'm telling you. I used to be like fully like, you should always wear heels. Like, heels make you more professional, which I agree. They do like make you look more professional. And now
But
I'm just like,
if she's our age, I feel like, tell me if I'm wrong,
okay.
but I feel like the thing is you have your bag, you have your heels in the bag, and you have flats and or sneakers that you wear.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get where you need to go,
Then you put the heels on.
You put the heels on. I feel like wearing heels all the time is like an amateur move.
It is.
So,
but again, I think this is her like Elle Woods thing of like, I will always look perfect, and you know, this is how lawyers look, so I'm gonna look this way all the time.
That makes sense to me if she's.
I mean, Elle
20s.
Woods is only 21, so like,
exactly.
So I was once young, wearing heels out at nightclubs, like walking miles in the snow in my heels. I'm a millennial. I did that. Like, I get it when you're Elle Woods, but like, we're too old for this.
And that's the thing. She's too old for this. She knows better.
Too old for it.
Anyway,
okay.
We all knew it was going to come. I didn't expect it to come this way, but we were just fully expecting her shoes to break going up and down the stairs. They didn't break.
I wasn't expecting her shoes to break going up and down the stairs.
I was expecting the shoes to break, and she's going to show up in her courtroom, looking all disheveled.
No.
Limping on, one broken heel. But that's not what happened.
Well, so what happens?
So she does show up to the courtroom, but she gets there and she's a little late, but then they go straight to recess. I don't understand why. Also, the judge. Recognize the judge?
No.
Oh my God. Donna from The Office.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had to place her for a second. Okay. I have to go back and
Michael
rewatch.
Scott's love interest who works
with
the manager
no. Yeah. I just watched that episode recently. There's episodes recently, but okay. I guess I didn't place it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has her face is clocked in my memory. Okay. I always see her everywhere.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's the judge, and I don't know why they go straight to recess.
She had a phone call.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The judge can just do whatever the fuck they want.
I was so lost in this episode, Chrissy. I'm sorry.
I know you were. You're not a lawyer like me.
I do not have a lawyer's mind.
Because we've only seen Legally Blonde once. That is the difference between the two of us. I have seen Legally Blonde enough times that I fully understand the legal system. You're welcome.
Well, funny enough, when I was like 7 or 8 years old, I wanted to be a lawyer. That was my dream job. I wanted to be a lawyer. And then I found out, probably through media, that people don't like lawyers.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be a lawyer anymore.
Well,
so
it worked out for you.
Yeah. So
for the best.
Probably did, because I can't follow along in the Lincoln Lawyer.
Yes.
So, so she... this storyline is crazy. Anyway, so what she does is, after the recess happens, she decides then to, on the one remaining elevator, which is the only elevator in the building that can bring her client up because they are in a wheelchair, is she then breaks her heel in the elevator.
Yes.
Like so the little gap there.
Yes. She sticks her heel in it intentionally and breaks it off, which I'm like, oh my God, your heels. Why would you do that? I mean, I know why she did it, but that is like really sacrificing for your client.
But I don't understand, why did that break the elevator? Like, why did no one just think, let me pluck this broken heel out? Was it really that stuck?
I think so. I don't know. I think we're just supposed to suspend.
Obviously, we're supposed to just believe that it broke the whole, elevator.
I know.
But for me, I was like, why didn't you just pluck that thing out and then...
So at the end of the day, now her client is stuck because he's in a wheelchair. He's stuck in the basement, right? So the judge is like, well, I guess we can just go have we'll just do this trial in the basement, go to him. And Lorna's like, huh, then we're all going to have to take the stairs,
Exactly.
down 10 floors, back up. Like, that's a whole thing. Everybody's kind of like, I don't really want to do that. And
There's
so
a
they were able to
whole
just.
courtroom full of, the whole backlog of other
Yep.
cases, which the prosecuting lawyer is, she says, over half of these are mine.
Yep. Yeah.
So
no, they don't want to do that. And then I guess the judge is like super involved in like compliancy for ADA.
right.
She also like there's some rule where like he's already been in jail for 2 days. So if they wait till the next day, like that's illegal. And it's like judge can't do something illegal. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty well thought out on Lorna's part, honestly, to like play this card so they can just like settle.
It's very circumstantial, I feel like.
Okay.
to play this card.
Let me come back to Legally Blonde.
Oh my God.
This is very Elle Woods coded. In Legally Blonde, Elle Woods uses a very specific fashion-related circumstance to win this huge murder case. This, again, is a very specific fashion-related circumstance that allows her to win this case.
Okay.
It is like literally taken from the Elle Woods playbook. I loved it.
I can tell. It confused the hell out of me and frustrated me, but I'm glad it worked for you.
I loved it.
Yeah, so
she won.
So she didn't win.
Well, they said
what? Yeah, so the judge essentially tells them to
work it out.
Work it out.
And they do. And then, but like still, he still owes like $200K or whatever.
Yeah, he still owes $200K.
No, he like owes all this
on top
money.
of legal fees.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, you won because he because he didn't have to go to jail, I guess.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
But like, where's he gonna get all this money? Another scam?
Another scam.
I guess.
Anyway, the next one.
I loved Lorna's storyline.
I enjoyed her comedic, performance. I like what she added because honestly, I was so lost in everything else that it was nice to have that.
I know. Do we even talk about this like last half storyline?
Okay, so there's one itty bitty storyline,
completely unrelated.
Yes. So we got we meet them. They are. I don't even know if they're
Vanessa,
not part
what
of
are
the.
They? Are they cops or lawyers?
I think they're like DA's office, maybe district attorney's office. That was my take. Because they didn't seem private. They didn't seem part of the like a law firm. With that.
No, they don't.
They've
Vanessa and Andy.
Yes.
Okay.
Vanessa and Andy, they're meeting. They're chatting about a case.
Yeah, completely unrelated to all these other cases.
Right. And then I guess Andy discloses some information, shares some information, because apparently Vanessa she's been like her mentor for a year. She's a junior lawyer to her, so she confided in her. Yeah. And later we find out when she goes to visit Mickey at nighttime that, so it seems as if Andy and Mickey are romantically involved, right?
There's
you get that takeaway?
There's some sort of connection. I mean, you don't just like show up at a guy's house at night if you don't have a connection.
Right. And she wasn't like looking for guidance. She was looking as
she wanted,
empathy. Girlfriend would go from a boyfriend.
Yeah. I got that. Yeah.
So that's where we find out that Vanessa went behind her back to the senior person, whoever.
Yeah.
And now she's off the case.
Yeah. And now Vanessa's on the case.
So
she like backstabbed her.
Exactly.
That's all, but that's really all we get.
That's it.
Okay.
That was it. Great.
It was unclear. We saw them like in their office. That was because at first I was like, are they like cops? But they looked like they were in some sort of law firm type office in that last scene. So I don't know. I feel like that could have been an interesting story. So I wouldn't have minded more.
I would have liked more of
that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I don't know. Hopefully it's more prominent in other episodes.
I hope so too.
But I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
Okay. I just feel like, we ended kind of on that like cliffhanger with Mickey.
Yeah. And after all this conversation we just had, you explained so much, I still don't get it. I still don't understand what happened.
Okay.
I don't really care. So let's go on to acting quality, shall we? So our rating system, where A is top of the line, best acting out there. F, just straight garbage acting. Tell me, Christy, how do you grade the acting in this episode?
I don't know. I feel like I was like sort of delirious when I watched this, but I would give it like a B plus. Like I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
Was I delirious? Maybe.
I was leaning more towards the C plus range. This one.
Mickey was good. He's a good
I
actor.
don't know if he was good. I couldn't tell with his accent.
Whoa.
I couldn't tell because his accent kept going in and out, especially in that opening scene when he's in the Lincoln.
I didn't notice that.
I was like, okay.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, in my whatever state I was in when I was watching this, exhausted from work, I thought it was
Good.
average.
And I thought, again, while Lorna was good.
Yeah, she's good.
Well, she was funny. I thought
funny.
it was. That was okay acting.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not A.
Definitely not A acting.
It was
And
fine.
everyone else was just doing okay.
Yeah.
Again, I think everyone else just clocking
fine.
the time for Cisco. I'm like, I don't even know what he's.
Yeah, I
like,
know nothing about him.
What's he going for? What's his
No.
acting style at all? Because
No. He just was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I think we're about the
We're
same.
fine. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll average out to be there. All right, let's go over to our rock rating. This is our representation of color rating based on the number of POCs that are in this show. And from 0, where there's no one, to 10 being a fully diverse, beautiful cast. This one's a tough one for me, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because we have Mickey, who is a POC.
Yeah.
We have
Izzy.
Izzy, supporting character. We have Vanessa and Andy.
Yeah.
So we had definitely some characters that were POCs.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with. I think we go with the 7 on this one.
That's what I thought you would say. I think that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Maybe I should go a little bit higher.
7.5.
Because Mickey was the lead.
He's the lead, and that's the thing is
lead.
like to go from the movie Matthew McConaughey,
Yeah.
very white,
Very well.
to like now. My hunch is I don't know. I don't know anything about the movie. It's probably pretty white.
Yeah.
And like this is way more diverse. So I appreciate that they made those changes.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming they made these more changes. I don't know. I never saw the movie. I didn't even know it was a movie.
I appreciate it. So I'm gonna let's stick with 7.5. Let's go with that.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Well, and finally, Chrissy, did you like it?
Actually, shockingly, I don't think I did.
Oh, really?
After all of the joy I did. Listen, I love a good Elle Woods moment, but I don't think I like this show.
Okay.
Overall, I'm just like, I'm not into it. As you were saying, like,
Your parents are going to be so
my
devastated.
parents are going to be devastated. Honestly, like if I'm hanging out at their house and it's on, like sure, I'll watch it with them. But like, I don't know. I'm not into it. What about you?
Yeah, I think I've said it. This is not for me. This is not for me. And I was surprised because I feel like I do usually like law shows.
Do you?
No,
Name
you're
one.
right.
Name
No, I
one.
don't. No,
name
you're
one
right.
that
You're right.
you
You're right.
watch.
Why am I saying this? Nope. Yeah, no, I don't like them. So yeah, this is not for me. Didn't like it. Not going to be going back to watch this one.
Yeah. I'm glad we watched it because now I know that I don't need to keep watching it.
And you know what? That is an excellent point.
Yeah.
Because Netflix does such a damn good job
Yes.
of pushing this on me.
They really pushed it on
And
us.
because I've never seen the movie.
Yeah.
And they've got the show, but
Yeah.
I know the movie is successful and
Yeah.
the show is clearly successful. Like I've always had in the back of my mind.
There you go. And now you know.
And
You
now
have
I
the
know.
closure you needed.
I do.
Honestly, what more could you ask for?
Yes. All right. Anything else we want to talk about with this one?
No, ready to move on.
Great. Well, thank you for listening, folks. Remember to follow us on Spotify or wherever you're listening. And if you like what you hear, please rate us 5 stars. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram at The Random Episode Pod. Finally, and most importantly, come back next week for our next random episode.
Bye.